Right, good evening, everyone. Bit of bonus action this evening. Liam with me at the minute. JFT on his way in to the building. We've got Sergey Kovalev versus Artur Mann. The last fight, Liam, Kovalev's career, the coveted IBA championship on the line. High stakes here in Russia. Crusher still, he's 42 years old. Remarkable that he's still fighting, to be fair. But yeah, pretty impressive career he's had, Liam, to say the least.
Yeah, look, his career has been outstanding. I mean, look at what he done to Nathan Cleverly when he came over to Britain, to Cardiff. Look at what he done to Anthony Yards. He beat Bernard Hopkins, Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah.
You know, arguably a contentious loss to Andre Ward in the first of their two fights. The second one he was stopped, but the first one you could argue was contentious. He could have taken Ward's O. Let's not remember him for the version we're going to see tonight and the version we saw in Riyadh last May, which I hoped was his last dance. Let's remember his career, because there was a time when Anthony Yards went over to Russia to fight him in 2018, 2019, no one wanted to go there. No one wanted to know. And yes, Yard fell short that night, but he was still doing something that not a lot of people wanted to do at that point. So all credit to Kovalev. Fantastic career. But as I said earlier, anything that's built as the last dance or this is the end, I'm not a fan of, because it says that they're already checked out. I mean,
we'll see him fighting Daniel Dubois soon at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's the build at his last dance.
Yeah, I mean, Artemar, I think he could win this. I mean, look, Kovalev was a favourite against the opponent he lost to last May, which kind of showed where he's at in his career now. So as much as we'd all love to see Kovalev end with a knockout, it wouldn't surprise me if he came up short tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Evening, Dave and Luca. Hope you're well, boys. Thanks for being with us as always this evening. Yeah, look, I don't know much about Artur Mann. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do. Know plenty about Kovalev. Watched him for many years, but like you say, a 42-year-old version of Sergey Kovalev. I don't really know what to expect, but as always, going in with an open and optimistic mind. Hopefully, we see fight of the year unfold, but. Yeah, we're not going to, are we, to be honest? Look, from what I gather, this has to be a showcase finisher for Kovalev. That's the vibe I'm getting, finish off in style kind of thing.
Yeah, look, that's exactly the vibe they're going for. And he deserves it for the career he's had. But, I just don't like it. It's never a fighter talking about the end of their career. I mean, he doesn't need this fight. He should have retired off the back of losing out in Saudi for me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, definitely. Derek's in the building. Hope you're well, mate. I was just chatting to Luca, actually, on X about the WBC Grand Prix. Actually, he's looked all right, to be fair, boys. I don't know if any of you have caught any of it.
I've caught a bit of it, yeah.
The Brits went 0-5. Derek says, ouch. Lions in the camp was echoing around Russia. Yeah, it sure was. Evening, Pat. Hope you're well, mate. The night before Sheffield and small fight to warm us up. Pat, I'm with you. JFT, how's things, mate?
Good evening. Yeah, all good. Just waiting for the pantomime that is the retirement fight of Sergey.
I thought you were going to kick in with some IBA stuff, mate.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Lego Championship of the world.
Yeah, actually holding that belt up like it's.
I can't actually believe they're doing national anthems for this IBA fight.
As much as we shit on the belts, I'm old enough to remember the WBC being mocked and laughed and the piss took out of, some breakthrough and are eventually considered recognised belts, but then others aren't. The WBF, for example, has been around.
WBU as well.
30, 40 years. WBU. So look, they've put a bauble on it. As Liam said, and he said earlier off camera, that I'm of a similar ilk. I don't like retirement fights because you shouldn't be going in there half-assed, because it either means that your opponent's not really anybody that should give you any trouble, or you're putting yourself at unnecessary danger by taking risks half-assed. I understand it, the pomp and the ceremony, I get that, but it's just it's not a real fight, is it? Really? No.
Yeah, look, Mann's also lost to Kevin Lorena. I've just had a quick look down his box rec. So he's been in with certain company. It looks like every time he's stepped up, he's come up short from his 4 losses. He's lost to semi-decent names that we've heard of. But as I just said before you came on, Jay, mate, don't be surprised if Kovalev loses this tonight. I mean, he was completely outboxed and looked done, didn't he, in Saudi last May? So
his chin's not there anymore, is it?
What's he got left to prove? I mean, they're giving him a homecoming in Russia, fair enough. Oh, sorry, a send-off in Russia, fair enough. But does he need it with what he's achieved in his career?
No, not at all. I think maybe it's more of a favour for the IBA. Maybe there may be something in the background. We may see him as an ambassador for them, or a mouthpiece or a showpiece for them, because they are making a big thing about this belt. I've seen it being paraded around all week. In every single photograph, and and I think the events, the IBA something, isn't it? Series or. So yeah, I think it's more to do with that than anything else. I think it's a paycheck, and it looks a big venue and it's rammed, so it's a big deal for his send off. He's revered in.
Is it in his hometown?
Country.
I'm pretty sure it's his hometown. Yeah.
Is it in his hometown?
There you go. Then
Fair play.
I mean, I'm just.
Oh, it is, Dave. Yeah, I thought that was.
I'm just looking through his record here. I mean, you look at some of the guys he's been in with. Like I said, Andre Ward twice, John Pascal twice, Bernard Hopkins, Cleverly, Joe Smith Jr., Anthony Yard, of course, Canelo. Like, he's been in with the who's who over the last 5 or 6 years.
In his day, though, right, and I'll say this, I've seen thousands of fights, right, as we all have, but I've seen hundreds live, and still to this day, I have never seen anyone, the colour drain out of them when they felt the power. When he first came through and he stopped Nathan Cleverly and took his belt, he was monster.
Unbelievable.
You saw the unbeaten, confident champion go grey.
Yeah.
And fall to pieces.
The ref was carrying him to the corner.
He walked him to the corner. Like, come on, son. Like, woke him up and walked him back. But I've never seen that. I've never seen that to this day. And I've seen some concussive punches, but there was something about him when he first came through that was just different. He just walked through everybody.
That's the word, mate. He was, the night he came over and beat Cleverly was fan. Everyone thought, oh, is it coming too early? He's a power puncher. Can Cleverly take him deep? Can Cleverly take him late? And like you say, Cleverly felt a jab. As soon as he felt the jab, he was gone.
Cleverly went, ooh, shit.
And Cleverly was never the same after that either.
Nah.
That was
he never recovered.
Cleverly's. Yeah.
He never recovered from that, and he sort of plateaued, didn't he, and fought Bellew and just never found the kind of form. But I think his confidence was a lot to do with that. And I think when you get stopped like that, because he was falling all over and he couldn't understand it himself, and I think that must dent your confidence once you know that you can be hurt. If a big part of your game is not being able to look at Joe Joyce, the second he got really hurt, he's never been the same, because it takes something within themselves that I'm assuming this is all guesswork, but it looks like that to us on the outside, that once your confidence is shot, it carries you a long way.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm wondering if this German can upset the apple cart tonight.
I think he might. I said just before you came on, I just have a feeling that, especially with what we've seen from Kovalev lately, he's just, I just have a feeling, not based off of anything I've ever seen from him.
Kovalev is washed. Let's be honest about it. He is washed. He's 42. His prime was about 10 years ago. Kovalev.
Thanks, mate.
He's
nearly 10 years younger than me, but I appreciate the
well, look,
age. But yeah, he's washed.
No, but he's washed. He's washed in the sense of a boxer. Yeah. I'm sure he's got a long and prosperous life.
I'll give you the shovel, mate. You can keep digging.
He's been done since Canelo beat him. Since Canelo beat him, I think he's never been.
Canelo was 2019,
and he didn't fight. And he didn't fight until 2022. After the Canelo loss, he retired and then came back 1-1. Lost to Robin Saffer on the Usyk Fury first card, and now he's having this. So, yeah, look, he beat Cleverly in 2013, so that tells you everything you need to know. It was 2013 when he came over and announced himself to a UK audience. Flipping Anthony Yards was 2019 as well. So that,
Lions!
That tells you everything you need to know.
Lions.
It's the fighting soon. The Lions will be let off out of the cage or whatever.
Next Saturday.
Next week.
Lions.
What's the space at Spurs?
The trilogy. He'll go down in history. The trilogy.
Come on, Lyndon. this has got to be some of the longest announcements that have ever been in the history of boxing.
Without sound on as well. We're trying to piece together what's actually being said here.
Yeah, I have no idea how far we are to the first bell here, but Kovalev's been in the ring for about half an hour.
Oh, mate.
Kovalev's thinking, come on, it's my bedtime in 20 minutes. I wanted this over and done with.
Couple of decent
Kovalev will be. Remember that meme of Canelo and him sleeping?
Yeah, because they were waiting for Masvidal and Diaz to finish, weren't they? Because the UFC went first.
No, Diaz, yeah. Someone in the thing, he's put longest intros of all time.
Absolutely. But look,
well, yeah, Dalton Smith tomorrow, headlining boys in Sheffield.
Yeah, there's some good fights. I mean, I've been watching head-to-heads, and I'm looking forward for Sunday as well. I think Sunday's going to be an absolute.
Sunday's, yeah.
You know, I think tomorrow night. No disrespect to any of the fighters on the card, but it's a better card Sunday night. So tomorrow night, if there's some good scraps, will be a great build-up to Sunday. You know, we might end up with a really good weekend, boys.
Yeah,
I think we will. Yeah, look, tomorrow's kind of the appetizer, isn't it? If we didn't have Sunday, it would be another weekend.
Aperitif.
Oh, here we go. But Sunday, I think the 4 fights they're going to do on the main cards are good fights. Tyler Denny back, Fraser Clark back as well. See what again, another fighter that's had a big stoppage. Will Fraser Clark be the same again? Tete is the type of fighter you don't look good against, as we saw from when Dillian White fought him.
Can punch as well, though.
It's a dangerous fight to come back to. Definitely. Anyway, we're finally underway after the longest intros in boxing.
I think Kovalev's got 4 or 5 rounds to really get this kid hurt, because I think if he doesn't, then we might see a not a very favourable farewell.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's in his hometown in Russia. We can possibly make assumptions as to where we think these scorecards are going to go if it comes to
tonight. We might see the first man or person to win a fight on points whilst being unconscious midway through a fight. You heard it here first, guys. Gets knocked out in 6 and wins a UD.
Ref looks unbiased. Luke says, "Well, that was rubbish."
Luca, it's Russia, mate. You know,
we didn't miss anything. I love it, Pat. What a man, DJ Pat. Yeah, big weekend coming up. Should I say not big week?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Sunday night's going to be quality. Yeah. I think that's the consensus for everyone. I was chatting to Luca before we came on, and it's just like, yeah, Saturday is what it is, but Sunday is the one.
Yeah. It's but there's opportunity for some good fights tomorrow night as well, though. You know,
I'm excited to see Josh Padley off a full training camp. Full training camp. He's got a matchroom deal now. Let's see what he can do. You know, we saw what he done at short notice against Chamberlain, and he gave a good account of himself against Shakur. But full training camp, he's full time now. He's quit working as an electrician, so that's exciting to see. And the main event, look, I want to see Dalton give us another big knockout, a big moment that we can talk about afterwards. That's what we're expecting. And then I think
if he doesn't get it done early, then it could be in for a tough night. But I thought that last time, and
look what he done.
It should be blasting through.
Yeah, that Jaman looked up for it. To be fair, any more? Oh, Luca.
Oh dear. Anyway, the first round, 40 seconds left. Kovalev's timing. We always talk about timing as he goes, but his timing when he's trying to land his left hook just isn't there like it has been, as we've been talking about for years.
I'm more worried about how sloppy he is with his left hand.
Yeah.
His opponent keeps throwing that downward right over the top, and he's slow. He's a lot slower, Kovalev. So if he brings that jab back lazy and gets caught with that, he'll put him. There you go. As soon as I said it, on cue. He won't be able to take them all night.
It's exactly.
Nah, his chin's been obliterated.
It's the blueprint we saw in the last fight. I mean, it took to the 10th round for him to get dropped in Saudi, but he was dropped and just about survived to the bell.
Yeah,
but they're both slow. Both Mann is equally as slow. He has a bit more movement than Kovalev, but you wouldn't say it's.
Ref's going to take a point in a minute for punching.
Not what you're here for, stop punching.
JFT's on fire tonight. Oh, I love it.
Well, he's in corner.
Too much action.
Them all. You're not allowed to hit him back.
Oh dear, Matchroom present the schedule for summer tomorrow. Yeah, I've also saw Nakatani is getting a unification announced as well at Bantam, the Ring Magazine belt on the line as well. So yeah, to be fair, Pat, I'm not overly enthused with Matchroom's UK schedule at the moment.
It's poor, isn't it?
I don't think anyone's infused with it, mate.
Yeah.
After this, their next event is Fisher Allen, which although is a fight we want to see the rematch of, it's as it's not the greatest, and then we don't know anything beyond that.
British level though, isn't it?
Yeah.
British level, Fisher Allen.
We want to know beyond that. I mean, Eddie's obviously answer to that is the ring cards and the Saudi cards, but they're not Matchroom cards. Yes, your fighters are getting out on them, but it's not your bread and butter.
It's not good enough, I don't think.
Richardson, Hitchens, and Cambosis has been announced tomorrow, but that's America, so again, that's not UK.
Yeah, Shakur against Zepeda as well.
Yeah. He's bailing them out a little bit. It's a big fight, but what they've done is they've thrown all the...
Yeah, oh no, look, their US schedule is good.
Strong.
I can't moan about the US schedule. They're putting on good fights. Boots Stanionis, Shakur Zepeda, that they're promoting the ring card in New York, aren't they?
Problem is their demographic is 75% UK based, and
the UK cards are piss poor. There's no doubt about it.
Terrible.
Yes, I saw that Tang signed from Sonny's managing him. I think is he top prospect from that generation.
Who's the announcement pending from Matchroom? Do you reckon, boy? Have you seen the teasing?
I saw Matchroom teasing something. Yeah, that's saying Sam Tete had a fight, not on BoxRec since White versus Sergey Kuzmin, lost on points, was dropped. Not sure how good. Kuzmin, who did he fight? It was David Price or something like
Price,
that.
didn't he?
Yeah,
but that was years. But again, that was about 10 years ago. He beat Pricey.
Oh, Kovalev was cracked then, boys. Right hand.
Can't get away from it. That's what I said. He's too sloppy with his jab. He's pouring it. Whereas he was known for it being thunderous.
Ramrod,
it's not.
He doesn't like it when man's getting close to him. Look at the way. Sorry, Jay. Look at the way he's pushing him back. He's almost got his arms ready as he's coming out towards him. He doesn't. There you go. I mean, that was with the forearm. That should be the ref speaking to him.
Cruiserweight, boys. Let's not forget it. He's not cruiserweight.
Yeah.
It's not that easy to just go up. It's a big light heavy to cruiser.
You just don't want to make weight.
It's 2 stone. Is it 2 stone or is it a stone?
Yeah. Oh, man's down. Man, that was a huge shot. Man's finished. I think it looks like his legs.
Great shot. He's done.
He's done. That'll be it.
The Crusher's left hook.
Oh no, rest wiping his gloves down. He's going on, but man will do very well to see how he's
gobsmacked. To be fair, if he recovers from that, it'll be gobsmacked. That was a huge left hook.
That's it, ref. Ref, get in there.
He needs to hold.
Yeah.
Hold.
Push it good. Right, 20 seconds. Move around. Do something.
He's not.
Nah.
Come on, man. You can do this, kid.
Down to the body now from Kovalev. Uppercut hits him through the guards.
Why is he not holding?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 unanswered punches raining in from Kovalev already.
No knockdown.
That shouldn't be a knockdown. Ended around. Where's the bell?
I tell you what. Kovalev.
Saved by the bell.
If he can recover, though, Kovalev will be blowing out of his ass now. Because he tried his hardest to knock him out,
going to put his stick out.
I mean, look, that was Kovalev in slow motion as well, but he just, that right hand was timed perfectly, pierced straight through the middle of the guard. Look, they're showing it again now.
Punch.
But he got cracked as he landed that shot. He got cracked himself with his straight left.
Yeah,
look, he's getting cracked as he...
Straight right, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a really nice left hook.
Reaction from
Yes. His brain just starts switching off.
Yeah.
It's impressive from Kovalev.
Good timing. Nah, he's got his faculties about him now. Watch this now, boys.
Comeback of the year. It's on.
Comeback of the night.
To get rubbed on the cards.
The IBA Pro 2. I'm warning you now, IBA. Wheelie Bin Green is owned by myself, so you're not allowed to use it.
And they're going for the Lego and sticker book approach, mate.
Yeah, I think Lego might have something to say to you tomorrow.
Kovalev is teeing off here, man.
Yeah, you don't want to go much longer here, Kovalev.
Not
Man's
this
cut to
bit.
the nose now as well.
Look, he's backing off a bit. He's Kovalev there.
He'll be blowing, mate, like we said.
I tell you what, Mann's coming back now. He's walking him down a bit. Here we go.
Second wind.
Go on, make it a fight.
Kovalev's carrying a lot of extra weight as well. That can't help.
No, because one thing he always had at light heavyweight with his movement to get in and out of range as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like it, Derek. I like it. I can't believe people are talking up Jake Paul against Chavez Jr. as being competitive.
Anderson Silva beat the dog shit out of him.
Anderson Silva beat Chavez Jr. about 3 years ago. He can't be bothered.
I
think it says more about boxing that we got a unification fight in cruiserweight as the chief support for it.
I know, I know. Dorticos against Zurdo is a good
Dorticos
fight.
and Zurdo is the
Really
flipping
good
co-main
fight.
event.
Oh, man's got a bad cut, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Above his right eye.
Yeah. Still in this fight.
Yeah,
though.
Dorticos against Zurdo is makes that part of the card watchable anyway. Like, don't get me wrong, I probably will watch Chavez in the hope that he irons out Jake Paul. But
mate, just fight Darren Till. Darren Till will iron him out.
Darren Till would annihilate him, but he won't fight him. Oh, what an uppercut!
Do you know what? If Chavez Jr. gave a shit and did a
that's what I mean. He's not disciplined.
Could iron him out, but he's just so ill-disciplined. It's unreal.
Mate, you're talking about a guy who nearly stopped Sergio Martinez. In the next round. That was a
tour with him. Went
knocked out Andy Lee.
Yeah.
I know Lee was at the back end of his career, but
and Martinez was in his late 70s when he fought him.
Yeah, with one hip and one knee.
One hip, one knee. I think he boxed recently, Martinez. He did.
He did, yeah, he did. What a fighter, Maravilla.
Oh,
brilliant.
When did you see him knock out Williams?
Oh, mate, one of the best knockouts ever, that is.
Oh, my.
Just slept him.
Just with his eyes open.
Yeah, mate, one of the most brutal knockouts you'll ever see.
Yeah, because it looks worse because Williams is so tall and he drops like he's being shot.
Yeah, exactly.
These two are slugging it out.
I agree. I think if Mann can ride out the little storm he's under at the minute, he'll stop Kovalev.
Yeah, I said to you, he's got 4 or 5 rounds in him, especially with them trying to finish him as well. But Mann's got a bad cut, like you said, on his right eye, and it looked to be bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see how it happens. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no chance of that. Pat, they don't like each other, do they? Old KSI and J Paul.
No.
Hopefully the Cobra will do the business at some point. Big up Antonio.
I don't think he'll
my friend.
He's not coming back. He's enjoying the talk and enjoying. He won't come back.
I don't think he'd fight Carl Froch. Carl Froch is too risky because he's not 10, 15 years retired. Carl Froch is about 5 or 6, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this one's live on YouTube, Antonio.
No, 2014 he retired, Froch.
If you go to Boxing News.
He retired fairly young, didn't he, in his 30s?
Yeah.
Yes, he did, yeah.
Froch is 47 or 48 or something.
Yeah, but a fit 47, 40.
Oh, mate, he's in some shape.
He's younger than me, Carl Froch. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm 48. I thought I was 5 or 6 years older than him.
Come on, Liam. Do us the honours.
Come on, stat guy.
Yeah, YouTube on Boxing News, Antonio.
If you just type Kovalev into YouTube, it'll pop up.
Yeah.
These are having a shootout now. Round 4.
Yeah, Froch is 47. He's 48 in July.
Wow.
Yeah.
The thing is, Carl Froch wouldn't follow a script that Jake Paul and MVP gave to him either, so no point.
Not a hope in hell.
You got to get knocked down in the 3rd round. Not a chance.
No, or do you know what Froch would do? He'd accept it.
He would, then he'd just flatten him.
He'd just flatten him and say, listen, I ain't doing no fucking rigged fight. Keep me purse. He's that kind of guy. and I'll do the exclusive on Frotch on Fighters.
yeah. Pat, I would love to see it, but look, it's not happening. I don't think.
He don't care, mate, and he'll take the 10, 20
Oh,
minutes.
big body shot by Man. Sorry, Jay.
No, I'm just saying he'll take the dove to, as they all do.
Oh, Chavez only there for the payday. He ain't there to beat Jake Paul. Whereas the Cobra would turn up in prime Wembley Stadium.
I think he's already said you could donate his purse to charity and he'd do it for free.
Oh, big shot by Man. Oh, Kovalev in trouble. Yeah. He would. Well, he says he would anyway.
Well, he says he would, but yeah.
It's all smoke and mirrors, man. It gets him millions and millions of views on his YouTube channel. So, yeah, Man's coming on here.
Oh, mate, he knows what he's doing, and he also, as we've said, Jake Paul isn't stupid enough to actually fight Carl Froch. He probably knows where the line is, and Carl Froch is that line.
Yeah, for sure.
Chavez Jr. could have actually had it, like we said, could have had a decent career.
He's only fighting Chavez because Anderson Silva beat him. If he wouldn't fought him if not.
Oh.
Remember when Chavez fought Danny Jacobs and the ring was getting
fought Jacobs? Yeah.
Because the pro Chavez crowd, they were pissed off how he was performing, so they're just throwing pints into the ring. Jacobs.
Have you ever seen the clip of his dad at ringside when he's like, "Oh, why?
What is going on?"
Yeah, Kovalev shipping a bit of punishment here, boys. In this round,
he was giving it back a minute ago, though. He did have a little bit left, but these shots are heavy. But Man's eye is really bad. They'll look to pull him out. You watch. If Kovalev looks in trouble, they'll stop it on that cut.
Yeah, you can say that again, Pat, without question. That's never happening.
He'd pull out with injury. It's signed to do it. He'd do the media, he'd do the press, and then he'd get an injury or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Frotch will batter him.
Yeah. You locking in for the boxing the next 2 nights, Pat? Dalton Smith and Whitaker on Sunday. I know Saturday's DAZN. It's do you get the boxer cards over in Sweden, do you, Pat?
They announced what the broadcasters were today, and Sweden was on there for...
Oh, really? Happy days, then.
Something. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you don't want to be missing Sunday's card.
Is next week part of your DAZN package, or is it pay-per-view?
We got 3 pay-per-views in 8 days, starting next Saturday.
Fucking make you sick, don't they?
Oh, mate, by the way, the package that they've offered for Ryan Garcia and Canelo for the UK fans, 35 quid. I just don't see... That's like the same average pay-per-view price as what you pay for like Riyadh season DAZN cards. Like
they can stick it, mate.
It's $89 in America for those 2 cards.
No. Yeah, but look, no, but it makes sense in America, in fairness to them, because they're American cards with American stars.
Yeah, they are. It makes a lot more sense for the Americans than it does for us.
And they're on American prime time. Even the Riyadh cards on American prime time. So
I begrudge paying like 25 quid and then having to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. For the privilege of spending 25 quid. It does me head in.
Yeah. Tell you what, pay 35 quid for both cards. Have a headache for 2 weeks afterwards.
Do you know what I mean? And then be in doghouse next morning because I've woke everybody up screaming at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Because you just, big shots by Kovalev there. Lovely.
The only bonus of the weekend is the fact that Niue's part of your Sky Sports. You don't have to pay for a Niue on the Sunday night. Let's take the only positive out of that whole weekend. But 3 pay-per-views in 8 days starting next Saturday.
It's a joke, man.
Yeah. Look, the Times Square card's good. I do like the Times
gimmick,
Square.
But the whole thing's a gimmick. You've got to be on a VIP list to get in. No tickets went on sale.
Oh, yeah. It's just a flex. It's just a flex. That's all it is for putting it on. But it's a good card. The street, the fight I like the most on it's Barboza Teo, to be honest.
I think Barboza will win that fight, mate.
I think Barboza's very live in that, and I'll pick him to win as well, Jay.
Yeah, and Venue.
I like him. Yeah, I love it, Luca. That is amazing. Not staying up and getting jet lag. That is the best way to... I'm using that going forward, Luca. That's brilliant.
He's right.
We have jet lag every week. We're up in the middle of the night.
Our body clocks don't know what's going on.
My body clock's in bits, mate.
Yeah, well, not as much these. I think we only done it once in the last month. That was last week, was it? For the UFC?
I missed it, didn't I? I had a headache.
Yeah, probably because you've done the last. Yeah, too Tomorrow is 100% for me. Sunday, not sure. There we go, Pat. Hopefully you can make Sunday, Pat.
I'd rather make Sunday than tomorrow night. No disrespect to any of the boxers involved, but Sunday is a juicier card, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Kovalev is slowed
so
down.
That's Munguia. Yeah, forgot about that fight.
When's that? The Munguia fight?
That's on the Canelo
card.
card.
Buddy Jack, Bacolia, Jagba.
Yeah, it is a good card as well, the Canelo one, to be fair. You've got Bacolia, Jagba on there as well. It's a good card.
Kovalev's got absolutely nothing left in his shots.
Yeah, he's gassed. He's absolutely gassed. And
he's missing some shots. I mean, his opponent is not much cop either, but
his opponent's substandard at best, Jay.
To have had him in the trouble you've had him in so early on and him still to be stood in front of you and you're blowing out your ass does not bode well for Kovalev, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I got the Cinco de Mayo bundle, 215 SECOs price for me for the price, so we'll be on.
There's an hype.
Okay, happy days, Pat. So you're getting jet lag for the weekend, then, Pat. How much is that in our money? 215 SEK. So he bought the bundle. Obviously, the one that I think it was 35 quid or something.
£16.85.
Wow.
What?
Fine.
That's incredible.
Swedish krona equals 6. Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's pretty incredible, Pat, to be fair. Yeah, that's over double that in the UK.
There he is.
I think I might be paying that and doing it via a Swedish VPN. Allegedly.
I think I know what my bedtime reading is
Allegedly.
Today.
Where's my krona?
Gave a bit of light reading when we got off of this, working it out.
It'll work out cheaper for me to get a return flight to flipping Gothenburg, watch it in a bar somewhere.
It'd be in the foreign exchange tomorrow morning. Oh, I love it.
Sorry, boys can't do the live.
Yeah.
Just Jay in a pub somewhere in Gothenburg.
Kovalev.
We'll be having evening supper with DJ Pat.
Other Swedish cities are available. I've actually got this fight level 47 all.
I
actually think Kovalev could be stopped.
Yeah. I was doing it as a way of keeping some sort of investment in it. But yeah, Kovalev's got
honestly think
I'll
be surprised if
absolutely no power, is there? Sorry, Sam, mate.
No, I was going to say, I'll be surprised if this goes the distance. Oh, well.
Kovalev could be done from his exhaustion. That's the thing.
They both look naff, don't they? Could we see a double stoppage?
Cello Render style.
Oh my God. Remember that?
Yeah.
Double knockout.
Paul Samuels and Cello Render.
That was on a Ricky Hassan Sky Sports card, wasn't it?
Prize fighter, I think.
No. It was a Saturday night fight night. Ricky Hassan one, I'm pretty sure.
Frank Maloney promoting it or something.
Can't even get odds on this fight. The IBA.
Oh man, Man's eye is a complete mess. To be fair,
they might stop. Like I said, they might stop it. You know,
just on it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's well said, Dave. Yeah, he completely, absolutely shattered after any basic movement. Kovalev's just done.
Even remembering to throw
on the
punches.
bike for the next point. Yeah, throw a bit, absolutely fucked, and then I'll take a backward step.
No, it's not you.
He's timing Kovalev with that right hand over the top.
Yep, and it's all because he's
Kovalev's getting too tired. That's it. He's getting too tired to get out of the way.
They were catching him in first couple of exchanges of the fight with that overhand right, and Kovalev's done nothing to try stop him doing it. He's just taking him. I mean, I'm glad it's his retirement fight because...
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's not doing anything, is he?
Man struggling to see. Kovalev has absolutely nothing left. The second half of this fight is going to be...
awful to watch.
Yeah. Kovalev round.
I've
I
not.
think. So I've
I'm
got
not-
the DJ ringside, keeping everyone locked in to the action during break in between rounds. Love it. Oh, he ate that. They've just shown actually probably Kovalev's best punch through the whole round. That jab, he ate that, man.
Jesus Christ! Highlight of this fight is DJ ringside, Liam. Like
She's
just,
loving life, isn't she?
oh, that eye is bad. To be
Rough,
fair,
innit?
Is Kovalev actually going to be able to get off his stall here? He's absolutely shagged.
I thought we were going to fall asleep at one stage.
oh, that's amazing. You could just picture him, couldn't you?
Yeah.
He needs his evening nap. Can we stop it for
Just
a
another
minute?
10 seconds, ref.
Oh, I'm in a funny mood tonight. Some of these comments are amazing. I forgot Kevin Johnson's pledged his allegiance, hasn't he? To
Fuck's sake.
he's changed. Yeah, he's now like Vladimir
Kovalev's
Kevin
done him,
Johnson or
boys.
something.
Kovalev's done him, knocked him down again.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
the kingpin. Yeah, it did exactly. It's like a Weatherspoons
He
brawl.
stopped it.
Over.
Stopped it.
Oh,
His corner stopped it, to be honest.
Kovalev wins.
I caught him on a.
Lucky.
He caught him on a big exchange. Bit of Motorhead, Luca, loving it. Yeah, big exchange, wasn't it?
Got out of jail there, Kovalev, didn't he?
Yeah. Look, fair play to Kovalev on a great career, but I don't think we need to see him fight again.
Absolutely not. He better retire after that, because imagine some of these cruiserweights. Someone like Isaac Chamberlain would beat the dog
That's
shit
the
out.
problem, Jay.
Say again.
I know that's the problem. They all start to get a bit of confidence when they're beating these people in the last fight, and then they want to be back.
Man got knocked
I don't think Kovalev wants it anymore.
A 1-2 straight. It wasn't even uppercut, done it hard in 1-2, and it's like a delay again. Both knockdowns were like delayed, weren't they?
Yeah, just equilibrium gone. Yeah, it was a good call, Pat. I think as well, from the man corner. I think, but yeah, Crusher, no more then.
Crusher's gone, man. Great career, really.
I'm glad it's ended like that.
definitely.
Like I said, I was worried about it and wondered if he would actually get the win.
Yeah,
He looks older.
looks older than Putin now. Fucking hell. Hopefully, he goes into coaching and works on. Yeah. I'm sure he's got plenty to offer. He doesn't strike me as the type of person that would, just a killer.
I don't
isn't
think
he?
he'll
Stone
coach,
cold,
and he doesn't seem very charismatic to do media.
Doesn't seem patient enough for me.
Nah, and he doesn't seem the type of guy that would do media. I think he'll just dwindle off somewhere, maybe. I don't know though, because we don't watch Russian TV. He might work over there already on fights and shit. Do you know what I mean?
No, you watch Swedish TV, but not Russian.
Yeah, I'm. It's all about pay-per-views for me in Gothenburg.
Oh dear! Right, boys, we'll leave it there. Then Kovalev wins in the seventh.
Yeah,
did he?
seventh for eight.
Seventh.
Eighth, anyway, whatever it was. Thanks, guys, who joined us: Luca, David Ropedo, DJ Pat, Antonio, and who else was here? Derek was here. Thanks for all joining us, guys. We've got a bit more competitive fights to cover the next couple of evenings, so I'm sure we'll be knocking around for that. Dalton Smith against your man, and then of course Ben Whitaker, Liam Cameron too. The big one on Sunday, Easter Sunday, boys. Fraser Clark and Wardley this time last year, wasn't it, for Easter on Sky Sports? And you proved to be one of the best fights alive.
He did lose the first one.
Fraser's back out on the card, to be fair. I can't see Whitaker Cameron being like Wardley Clark, but no, thank you, Dave. Top man.
Cheers,
appreciate you tuning in,
Dave.
as always. Liam J, I'm sure I'll catch up with you in the not too distant future. Pat, legend as always,
Good
my
night,
friend.
everyone.
Thanks for the interaction. Yeah, have a good evening.